Welcome back to Long Delays Hobbies. Us Middle Earth enjoyers got some good news yesterday. The new Path of Kirith Ungol models are going up for pre-order next week. So the new Shelob, Gollum, and Bound Up Frodo are going to be going up next week. We also got some news about the Treachery of Gollum. There's news about that. A designer's commentary was released earlier today. So that also is going up for pre-order next week. So that's pretty good news. It's going to have. They also had a little bit of information about that. It's going to have 9 supplements and a campaign system. That's kind of like standard practice. Additionally, going up for pre-order are the Foot Knights of Dol Amroth. Those have been unavailable for like a long time. I don't think they've been in stock actually since the new edition came out. Well over a year ago, end of 2024. I think that was the last time those were in stock, and as well as some new spidery dice. So some pretty cool stuff. These new, not new, but returning Dol Amroth miniatures. They appear to have been repainted or retouched by the Heavy Metal Studio painters. I don't think there's much significance of that other than I do find it interesting that Games Workshop is still devoting their internal resources on painting up old miniatures. I think that's kind of interesting and cool. So that's what's going up for pre-order next weekend. So I personally am going to be picking up the supplement. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick this up, but I'm not going to be picking up on pre-order day. My LGS is well stocked, so I'm not really worried about it selling out or anything like that. Plus, it's a plastic kit. Usually, even if those do go out of stock, then they're easy to get. So, but I am really excited about this supplement. Speaking of which, there was a designer's commentary that was released. Jay Clare, who is currently, or until very recently, the lead designer of Middle Earth strategy battle game. On Facebook, Jay recently said he is stepping down. I don't know if that's effective immediately. Stepping down not from Games Workshop, but just as the designer for MESBG. So it's interesting that he's commenting on this. It's probably because he designed it and is just commenting on it, even though he's not with that team anymore. So he just talks a little bit about the intentions behind it. I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but it's a pretty good read. He does talk about the scenarios that are in it. We know there are going to be 9 because that's what's mentioned in the Sunday preview. He mentions 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of them. So we're going to know that Taming of Smeagol is going to be in it. The Dead Marshes, Escape Through the Sewers, Pass of Kirith Ungol, and Shelob's Lair. I wonder what the other 3 might be. We know that there's going to be some hobby material because I thought this was really interesting. There's a guide in there on how to make Shelob's Lair using modular tiles because in his scenario, Shelob's Lair is done with some 1x1 tiles that change based off of the Shelob player, which is really cool. One player must try to traverse it to go through unscathed. So I'm guessing what the Shelob player does is kind of randomly move. They kind of get. It's kind of like a dungeon crawler almost, where they get like randomly changed or allocated based off of which way the player moves. And under certain scenarios, like Shelob will pop up, which is a good way to do it, like a narrative scenario, because obviously, like, you know, Frodo encountering Shelob just one-on-one, not probably going to go very well. But if you add this mechanic in there, that does make it like way more interesting. There's also going to be hobby guides on how to create Shelob's Lair, some dead marshes, the Osculia sewers. So what could the other 3 scenarios be? I'm guessing they'll have one for Mount Doom. They might have one whenever Frodo sends Samwise away. And it's just like Frodo and Gollum climbing up. And they could also be a scenario where, like, maybe in the Mines of Moria, where Gollum is chasing after the Fellowship and doesn't want to be seen. Or they could have one with Bilbo. It's not mentioned here. They could also be like Bilbo and Gollum as well. Encountering one another like riddles in the dark type of scenario. Even that's not that's not actually part of the Lord of the Rings per se, but it is definitely a Gollum focused scenario. What do you think the other 3 scenarios might be? You can post them down in the comments below. We also got some news on the pricing of the new supplement and miniatures. The Treachery of Gollum supplement is going to be $29. Shelob and Gollum are going to be $53. And these Kirith Ungol dice are going to be $20.50. No word yet on the price of the Dol Amroth Foot Knights. Those are going to be available on Games Workshop only, unfortunately, so they will not be coming to your LGS. Another bit of interesting news that was released on Games Workshop's Facebook page is that the new Shelob is going to be on an 80mm base. If you were planning on keeping your current Shelob miniature, you're going to have to rebase her. So if you have any other thoughts about what might be in this scenario, or what you think about this scenario book or the upcoming previews, post them in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day. Take care.